way the Fnatic fans are. Everyone else has suffered the same defeat. Chronicle already patiently waiting. The pusher from Vitality is spotted. 4 players already going aggressively. This puts a lot of pressure onto Kicks alone within that C site. And the B site for now, well, the only thing in their way is a little bit of utility, which looks like plant denial.
Chronicles evaded those players as well that were pushing down through middle and attempting to root him out after doing the damage early for Fnatic. They've got the space, and it looks like a plant coming through, a wall to cover their back, and most importantly, the door, if any of Vitality were to decide to come that way. But we can see that it's all on site. That's where the presence is, a little shift up in where the orb is going. Viper orb instead on site, but it hasn't landed in a great spot. It's not actually covering the spike itself. Oh, nice shots from Derke. Nade up top as well. The bounce is good. It's going to force the player out into the open, but around comes Kicks, and he has saved the day. Alpha left in a 1v3, Ghost in hand, and almost no. Fnatic will just make a bit of noise. Look elsewhere. They've caught the push. They found the space taking, but this time Boaster doesn't win the duel.
No, and he has been somewhat of a lurk in the past, but now the time starts to become a real issue. Rotation from Kicks can get him back into the site. Paranoia is still available for Sayf as well. Again, able to try and buy time. They're not in a bad position here at all, but the utility is going to make things that little bit more awkward. Denying the plant is not going to be easy, but Sayf still going strong. A second for him already.
10 seconds left.
Fnatic are going to be getting that plant in, but now he can wait for the cavalry to arrive. There is a very real chance for Vitality in this round.
Oh, that shot as well onto Alpha, straight through the smoke. A big kill. They could double down even further. It's only Chronicle left. Just one man standing between them. He's already picked up the first, and he's on his way for the diffuser, but it's guarded by Destrian, who's got changing weapons, and there's the killjoy. Okay, B lurk and C players. They know what's going on. Now they got to.
And now with 40 seconds left, well, it's Jake up to his old tricks again. TPing through. It's a surprise, but it's labored. ceNder will be alive on 2 HP. He just walked into the back. Oh no. That gives them a chance, but the fact is the cavalry has already arrived. Leo will be able to find one, putting things back into a competitive position again. The Fnatic players, when they're down and out, or seemingly so, they come alive, already spawning a player on the top of the site. Still,
left.
somehow, a chance in this scenario, but
battle, despite being on the other side of the map, it could be. Long have we waited. And here we go, a chance for some plays of old to shine bright again. In goes the Boombot to find him. He's not going to chase, he is. He's gone in. He's cleared the corners. He's got himself some control. Boaster's fighting his own battles. His own demons miles away. Oh, what? They forced Alpha out of position, just somehow he wins that fight. And look at the value from the bookie. This close angle could be absolutely massive if they go towards it.
The Nightfall hasn't really connected onto anything. Some weird battles being taken. Fnatic taking 1v1s with much weaker. How has he got his second kill with a frenzy? And now Alpha's just styling on them. The trade coming out as well.
That's gonna. This could be huge. There's the initiation. They're on their way through. Paranoia, but no peek. I thought that's where ceNder was gonna go swinging in to take the fight, but instead it's used to delay. Too. Yeah. Now he's pushed back. Is he gonna use the ult with a Guardian?
It's worth it.
It's not the best. These players are trapped, stuck in a hovel, and trying to fight their way out. Leo's at least done well. They've managed to punch through towards the A site, but they know Sayf is still there. They know there's players on site, and they've only got 30 seconds to make a decision. There's that decision made. Finally, Viper's Pit comes into play from Chronicle, but remember, ceNder has his own. He could try to pit back through this and make it a very awkward fight for both teams.
The thing is, it's the other side that will be more of a problem. There's actually access back into the site for the remaining defenders. A lot of this will be onto Alpha. If they clear him, it could get awkward, but never mind. Leo goes facing outside. Chronicle taking a little bit of damage, but that's his own teammate's molly. If anything, it just gives away a position he's not even going to be in. And now, with just one man standing safe.
Oh, you'd like Alpha to live?
A little bit for their defense of last time. Paranoia going to be going in onto Sayf, looking to put the pressure in. There goes that showstopper. He's made it into the side, but it doesn't matter. Boaster's already got the kill.
Yeah, again, we've seen this ult many times even today used just for that space taking, and that's exactly what it's doing. Crowd controlling this squad back and putting them on the back foot in any fight that they do take as the rest of the teammates spill in, guns ablazing. ceNder still has that Viper ulti online, but the pit is hard to bring into play. in this sort of scenario. Oh, ceNder, good idea of where these players are. Flash through as we emerge from a different wall. It's the A site. That's quickly denied. No control for Vitality around there, and ceNder's going to take his pit home. At least he's going to try to. Those steps are already heard. Derke's close. He's got a buddy with him. ceNder might be able to cut through both. If he does, he can save this weapon. Straight through the door, straight through B, and a TP used up by Boaster as well to get control over towards A. Nice shot onto Derke. He's dropped, but Spike making its way in now as a lockdown comes into play. The time's going to be a little tight, but they're getting it and getting out. How do they defend it from far away? I didn't see any nanos thrown down on it. This Spike could be cut in half.
Yeah, Boaster has to do quite a lot here. The rest of the team slowly making their way in, and actually, I think Alpha's just denied it.
He did.
ceNder's gone down. There wasn't any cover.
Not even
from
half.
one of the main angles. That seems like a bit of a misstep. The fact is, though, they still have a smoke, but now every single member of FNATIC has a keen eye on that Spike. Destrian still unable to help out with the defense of the player defusing. I've got this side of the map.
Yeah, you know, we've seen again.
He does. Destrian's dead immediately. He jiggle jump peeked that, and he just caught him out of the sky.
Pure chaos on this choke point as well towards A. It's going towards Vitality to start with, but these players are caught out, pushed up, and now the numbers advantage in the duel, 3 versus 1, as Runner goes down, leaving ceNder alone in the 3 versus 1 of the round. At least he's got a Viper pit to play with. You know, I feel like I've said that for a couple rounds now. And again, the issue is going to be getting into position to use it. Now he has his wall down, but it's not in the back.
Just as reasonable as getting owned by Alfie. Surprisingly, they didn't jump peek C that round. They did, however, try and peek B.
Destrian again.
Sayf has done well, but it's not enough. The trading from FNATIC has been sublime, and it is ceNder trying to clutch this one out. Currently vulnerable. They know exactly where he is, and the Spike's already made it to the site. But Leo, I think he's just going for the kill at this point. It just knows, you know, I don't even need to risk this. Let's just wait for the cover of my team. This time he gets him, though. That's the kill that gives him maybe a chance. They've used Nightfall just on him. But it doesn't connect.
Oh, he's looking the wrong way. At double swing, you know, 6 rounds ago.
2 days ago.
He hasn't used it yet. But now, maybe not the best idea either, because Derke is coming in with a showstopper. And he has a way of rooting players out of that. Finally, the punish on Alpha.
That's a big stop because he has been causing them real issues. The problem is, okay, the one good thing about having that Viper's Pit here is they can use it to waterfall their way back through. The problem with it is where Boaster is currently playing. He's so aggressive that you can't even really use the Viper's Pit to waterfall out. That's the plan. And you know what? ceNder's done well. It'll give them that extra bit of space. It'll clear out that back corner as well because the FNATIC players can't afford to sit there. Sayf wrapping round timing is absolutely everything. Showstopper, he could get multiple kills. Instead, Sayf's come from behind. He saved the players of Vitality and maybe just the round. Boaster still sitting back, manages to find himself one, and now he's the only one left standing. Just gonna try and go. Just tells you whatever he thinks is funny at the time.
If I was to give advice to someone getting into the game, I'd say don't play like Angel. That would be the first thing I'd say, because you don't have his teammates. And, well, Boaster doesn't have many teammates now, because they've already lost Derke and Chronicle. It's Pistol off to a flying start for Vitality. It's been a lifeline in this series, having the first one under their belt. We'll see if they can do the same here on the attack with a 4 versus 2. And an easy seize on Boaster. He had nowhere to go. Stunned up and gunned up. Leo, 74 health. 1v4. Good luck.
If there was any man, it would be this one.
Or Chronicle.
I've watched this man 1v5 with a Sheriff. I can't choose anyone else. But even still, this would have to be an absolute.
It's clean.
That's one. That's one. He's got a few more to go. A little bit wary of the flank, but the time is the main problem. He might be able to kill off every single member, but I think the clock will do the job at this point. Even throwing a nade onto the Spike. It's another instant headshot, but Sayf will survive.
The toxins are at for Chronicle, but I didn't see the wall go up, so Orb should be in play for this. Snakebite down, that's going to catch a few on the way through. Good damage done. Alpha at least good for 1, and the backup is now on the site. Spray down from Chronicle. He's forced back into the smoke. His teammate dropped. I don't know if he can go for this anymore. Probably has to wait for a teammate. Spam just to try to deal the damage, but it's not happening. That's planted now, secured for Vitality. They can't really get out of the site. The only issue. The smoke isn't online for Sayf just yet to help them on cross, but they'll stack up, take these fights together, and look to push it across the line. It's Chronicle up close that has to win that opening fight. And now, There's too many players. Way too many.
Like they're going to take the orb. They just want to get into that site.
It's not like there's a lot to deny them there. It's certainly going to be an easy way in. And holding on to it with the pistols. Oh no! Oh no! Leo's in the corner! He's not getting out of that corner, granted, but the damage is already done. Now Paranoia through. Kick's trying to hold tight. Well, the Seekers go out, but 12 seconds left. 12 seconds, that has to be planted here and now. Kicks can't even get to the side. He's trying to jump up. He's missed the jump. 6 seconds, and he's down. 5 seconds, 4, and time is gone. They need to kill them. Fnatic are running for the hills, and they've won it. Playing against Fnatic is hard.
Pace of Vitality. I said they've been slow thus far. Paranoia through. The spam's not bad, but Sayf has got his teammates back. Runner also dropping Leo. This makes it look incredibly unlikely that there'll be a way back into this one for Fnatic. Derke will try his best. Already one. Alpha, he's just found 2 within. Still, the Viper's been stabbed, but Alpha's just going manic, taking over. Now ceNder tries to do it all on his own, gets above the pit. He's thrown a snake bite down to delay them at least a little bit.
Game, you know what happens. It gets damn tough to even put up half the rounds. Oh, you're gone. Good night. Never mind.
He got seized. He got seized by Leo. I think that literally might have been the difference. He would have got that a little bit further. Chronicles brought that Odin back in, but again, they've got themselves the afterplan. This time they've left Destrian in the backlines, looking to try and hold them back, but also this time Fnatic have themselves a lockdown. The remaining players can't really do too much about it, patiently waiting to see if there's aggression. Derke now goes down to Sayf. They pushed all the way back through and just trying to deny a little bit more. ceNder has thrown in some utility, but him being detained won't change too much.
Reflash, they're trying to put that presence on side as Vitality retake control over the side. They've got that off angle to fight from. No diffuse possible at times. That's why they're not going for it. Slow.
Inside and out of every monitor on the planet, so it might just be the most ridiculous thing that gave it away. Boaster is going to find one with a judge after a massively successful round. Vitality have 40 seconds to try and turn this one on its head.
Cover going out.
Outside the site. You already see Chronicles like, I don't need to fight this anymore. We got a showstopper for the retake.
30 seconds
they
left.
don't have anything to really help them in this afterplan. He's just trying to make sure that any re-aggression is going to be met
Spike planted
by him.
there.
For now, though, you can see the rotation of the remainder. I feel like the one player that might be able to do a little bit of extra damage is going to be Sayf. He's been fantastic thus far, but also has a slightly more aggressive position. The fact is, though, Mitch, Fnatic are all coming from the same spot.
Yeah, oh, they're looking at death ball like we've seen many times before, using Derke's showstopper to clear out the space that's already been taken with just Sayf. Now they're almost at the end of it.
3 players from Fnatic now sit within B. After hearing the door broken, their expectations, Runner in a decent position, but now they do head back towards Chronicle, and he's moved completely. Just finding that opener.
Good shot from Derke as well. Fnatic certainly got some fight left to them. That pit, though, not going to be baited out just yet. They know they've got plenty of time with angles like that held by Boaster. And he's safe, far, far away from that lockdown. That now, okay, it might get them to the site, but the counter pit to fight back in, the utility they'll have on their way through. Poison Orb still up for Chronicle. They need something more, and I understand then why you see this aggression from ceNder. Great kill, but he's down to 11 HP. The price was paid in the end.
Still, at least, made this round look plausible. Door being tapped, but it is being watched by Destrian. Timing on this is going to be everything. If he gets this kill, it's plausible now. Possible, in fact, for them to get this one through. ceNder is just going to try and play within it. Perfectly timed onto Boaster. And looking for the kill onto Leo. He's still standing, though. I think he might have got the information wrong about how low. Another one of the sort of new look. Low walking in towards. Still with the chance to go back, but with Sayf TPing in, not so sure that's an option. And straight through the poison orb. Runner has died as well. That's the second kill straight through smoke. Ah, a little bit of karma, but no!
Oh! Get your gun out, Boaster. It's all right. In the end, he got there. And that's all we're going to remember about this round. Another chance as well. He's got the stinger. He knows there's a player there.
30 seconds
Doesn't
left.
want the upgrade. Not willing to step out of his corner to get it. Just holding the...
What a timing. He's at the back of the site. And it's because he knows what ults they have. And he does not want to face him.
It's worked out very nicely. avoided the ult, baited it out early. FNATIC have their own to play back in with a Viper's Pit. And this isn't a site where it's very easy to play aggressive. Derke is down, Boaster in trouble now, isolated and dealt with. Viper's Pit definitely going to be needed to recover this round. But again, the problem is denying the space for him to put it down is very difficult to actually do. Chronicle can just get a couple steps closer or another bullet through. Kicks is on 5 health. If he even had a snake bite here, it could change the game. But they've delayed quite a bit of time now on the side of Vitality. And with still 5 players left, are FNATIC going to go for this?
I'd be surprised. They're not in the best position financially, but I guess they care more about it as 4 players, I think, even A. And then just, okay, Chronicle, you just lock that off, and this is what I mean, just an instant kill immediately. Good trade, though. The C's holding them back at least a little bit more, and Leo not wanting to overcommit. Here goes Runner, just to take that initial space, get them in towards that site. Now, the rest of the players yet to really get into position. Derke is hoping for a miracle. He's seen what Alpha's been cooking and tries to do a little bit more himself. And with the lockdown in, that was after taking an orb and a kill. They've got a good opportunity. It's just perfect, though. Vitality landing every single shot. And as you mentioned, do they now save?
You'd almost think so, yeah. Those credits are too low. 2 players carrying rifles could give them a real fighting chance in the next. There's no real chance that they end up taking this one. Shrouded step was heard. They've heard those steps as well. Kicks had already pushed up close. They know where Boaster is. The impact of dropping this rifle, it could buy them an overtime. And there it is, another kill with just Chronicle seemingly quite safe on the other side of the map. There will be...
Going to be the ones coming under pressure.
That paranoia has pushed them back. That might buy the space for the ultimate to go down. The Viper's Pit on its way to help out on site. It'll be needed. A spray through, though. Damage being done. It's close. Kicks was almost down, but he'll get the spike in. Time now not an issue for the side of Vitality. But one big issue is the fact that there's a lockdown in play. And Alpha's just put that in. So they cannot sit inside the Viper's Pit. And in fact, they need to go very far away.
The thing is, I feel like the MAÇ has been set up so that they can spam from afar. I think there were expectations that they were there. He tries to hold on just to make sure that that spike stays protected and they can spam from afar. Even with the Odin, it's Kicks to find a couple, leaving just Chronicle remaining. They know exactly where he is. ceNder even looking to chase him down. 1 HP, obviously. From everything that's gone on, it doesn't matter. The time has gone. It's a perfect round from Vitality, and okay, sure, they'll lose a man at the end. Just a premise, if you're a FNATIC fan, you're probably feeling right. Not a bad start, though, and not a bad player to take down. Alpha on the attack was devastating.
Taste of his own medicine with those opening duels alongside the operator. Oh, ceNder just got caught. The TP through's too much. Boaster, great play. He's around the corner faster than expected, and Kicks. Well, he's going to be kicking himself after that one. So is Sayf. Vitality have fallen to pieces in this round. The attack side for FNATIC looks good, but we've seen the 2v4 clutches. We've seen this one out by the weaker numbers for Runner and Destrian. Good players to have in this scenario, but Runner's got the op. He needs someone to swing. He needs someone to give him the advantage, and I just don't see how he's going to get that.
It seems impossible. The only piece of utility they have, and the second it leaves his hand, a bullet flies right back. Destrian trying to do something here, but it won't.
I wonder if we'll see that here again. Snakebite down, and that's going to isolate Runner. If he didn't have a teammate who's a little bit insane. Sayf has gone shrouded stepping through the wall to take a very aggressive spot.
They've instantly broken the door. Clearly FNATIC realizing that they want to fight this A site, so they're just stacking it up. Only Alpha on the other side of the map. The paranoia is sublime. They're just going to go swinging up the back of it. It is a complete mow-down of the players of Vitality, and only Destrian stands. So I don't mind the choice of it for Vitality. I also like the roles that they've got for this one, but we'll have to talk about that later because Runner is already straight in towards the site. Leo under pressure. He does have a little bit of support coming in already, but he's got to try and do the heavy lifting himself and is left completely blind, praying for a bullet to connect. Boaster has managed to already make his way out into the site. Flash not going to catch him. He'll dodge that one and take back the control, more importantly, to allow for this retake to begin.
Yeah, he got tagged up a little bit before that fight, but he's got the teammates now to try and back him up. Chronicle and Alpha, well, if your back's ever against the wall, these are 2 reliable players to pull you out of that bad situation. The time, though, not necessarily against FNATIC just yet. That spike still has not been planted, and they are taking their time. It's not like they're going to go to a different site. Instead, hoping that there's going to be, first of all, an option to get a kill. Secondly, that they can't get spammed and overwhelmed when they do plant. That's eventually come through. Now the time starts to tick away, and someone's got to be the first to take this fight, take the big risk. FNATIC, though, need to decide exactly how they want to divvy up this play. Not really, they don't seem to be worried about anybody coming behind, so I have to assume they know all three players are on that site right now. Otherwise, you'd expect at least them to check main, a turret to watch behind.
Otherwise, that first map very easily could have gone in their direction. Kicks is going to be looking for info to make sure they avoid a stack on this A site, which they might not do, because there are quite a few players there.
Still diving in, not deterred. The side of Vitality, hearing lots of classics fire away, but they've got the firepower to fight right back. Derke's going to use his dash to get out instead of further into the action. The cam on middle. I mean, it's a nasty spot from ceNder. He can manage to find a kill or two here.
How has Derke got two? Like, he's just gone back into the site almost alone, manages 2 kills. Now they've cleared out ceNder. This is the problem they had in the last map, was just unable to play against rounds where they should be winning them easily. Chronicle also setting up, he has a flash and a fragment to play with. They've got a dart as well to try and reveal these players. They're being forced forward! A low buy. That was definitely the lowest of the buys. Derke still going hunting, but look at the split. This is actually fantastic from Vitality. A pacey move, completely caught off guard, and now Alpha is completely isolated. Shouldn't really be able to get anything done from here. Love the switch up in pace from Vitality. Boaster's looking to try and find the timing here. Actually, one player reloading there. There is an opportunity. He couldn't have got that better. He's hit the dink as well. A chance for him to take this one over the line. 64 HP.
Blinding.
Chronicle down. Sayf tagged. Kicks can't even really peek from this angle because he is so desperately low on HP. It'd be too much of a risk to get that spike plant without it. It seems like Boaster at least has a rough read. This is such a ratty position to be in. He's expecting them to go looking for him because of the risk for Sayf. Without that plant yet coming in, the flash over the top, it is going to catch Boaster completely blind. And it kind of gives away that Kicks has to be around this corner somewhere. The pop flash clearly used to get him back in. Is Boaster going to think about that close corner? He does not. He lies. And of course, we know that the way this is going to go is a quick dash in and a TP from Destrian. But he meets the bullet of that operator.
That ult won't be back, though. No dash online. Life or not, doesn't really matter. Having used it up, he'll wait for an opportunity to grab a few more kills while his teammates work mid-control. ceNder grabs one, but he doesn't think there's going to be 2, 3, or 4 players there. What a fool. Oh, of course, it's not exactly predictable. No smoke down for Boaster. He's caught in the middle of trying to throw it. Some utility now taken out of play. Leo is far enough away he could pop a recon, but Hunter's Fury used up from down below. Must have heard a step, and he's having absolutely none of it. In comes Boaster. Nice shot. He has been on fire today so far, and with the paranoia cocked and ready, it's gone in. Sayf can't see a damn thing, but he has to fight inside the smoke. Oh, I think they went through in the wrong order, those pieces of utility, and Sayf's still alive, dancing around the back of the spike there. We've seen this before. It didn't go too well. It was Chronicle defending that time. Now they've got Derke, a different beast indeed. He's up top, looking for an opportunity. Not going to be able to use his dash. Will that deter him? It looks like it. He's staying way back, giving up control, giving up the plans, and that's because they've got the lockdown.
I wonder if this is going to have to be a fight forward. In fact, ceNder's already going. Ring around a Rosie running all the way back. The thing is, though, Derke is watching for this.
He heard it.
They've had the expectation. The players are going to be around this angle. The close corner just being sat on by the majority and no real push able to come through. Utility to hold them back. Defusal already being begun. The fragment will go on, but they've already managed to get it halfway and just getting mowed down as they attempt to try and get anything. Somebody has to get on it. The spam's just not quite connecting. And with only runner left, he's just going to try and hold on to the gun. A stellar retake thrown through a counter smoke to try and delay. I can tell you now, they're going straight through it. Runner leading the charge once again, but it's the same timing for Derke. He waits for that dash to go through and then just peeks off the back of it. Happy to just play with that man advantage, and especially when you consider the ults available. There isn't a whole lot for Vitality right now. A single kill for Sayf could make all the difference.
Not even just in having the suppression, but being able to fight in the open, take those duels a little bit more, and a little bit more of a safe style. I think with that door broken, Splash coming through, it's time to dash on in. Derke, though, can't find anything. Nice cage. That's denied all information. But Boaster and Derke, they're firing up. That was a quick double from Boaster, and now they know exactly back to the ultimate. That's all it's good for.
Oh, you saying that again?
I'll
Boaster
challenge
already off to a great start, though. Player caught on the cross. It almost gets a second as well. So much damage done onto Sayf. Still has that. No, come on, might be better to go down and then just get picked back up again, at least get a little bit of extra health. But this has been the problem. When Fnatic have got this early kill, their retakes have been sublime. There's needed to be a hero each time for the side of Vitality, and there just hasn't been one in a while. Chronicle going to be on that operator. The reason for that is that Derke is about to make his presence known into this site. Already spotting out the camera. You can still see ceNder wary of his behind, and Boaster just isn't stopping. He's taking over, doing everything on his own. In fact, Derke now comes through as well. That rifle into his hands has been valuable. And Runner on the other side has done it. One of them was Andaluthia flawless. It's just been very, very clean. And the problem is Fnatic have been getting the entry every single time, be it Derke, Boaster, or maybe Alpha yet.
Oh my. Well, he was great in the last map for opening duels, but usually just picked up 1 or 2 on that operator. Now,
guys,
he's already got 3 locked and loaded. A 4th one up for grabs, the 5th just around the corner, but he won't get it. Denied by kicks on the big old...
They've just been chilling there. They've woken from their slumber. They've come up from under the floors somewhere, and now they get to watch some Valorant.
That's where all the players are. Nice shot, Alpha. First, second, not again, surely. They'll finally shut him down. Derke tried to help, and he gets wall banged. It's Kicks taking that second kill. And the spike's already crossed the site. It can make its way in for the plant, or at least it thinks it can. You gotta watch out, because sneaking onto the site is Chronicle, and they watched out. They found him, and they've rooted him from the round.
Spike planted.
Rotation from Boaster. He's coming up against Big Boy Kicks, and he's got a smoke out. This time, his opponent wasn't facing the wrong way, so it didn't quite go too well. Vitality with a late resurgence in this half. 5 rounds on the board really wouldn't be anything to shake a stick at. They've still got a deal with Leo, who is left completely blind and stuck in a corner, using the smoke to his advantage, at least for a second. But the thing is, he still has to clear. Keep a little bit of delusion from Mitchman, but here we go. Onto the defensive side. Vitality, bear in mind, they have won every single pistol so far. Derke's looking to try and change that, and, well, he's taken down the player in some glass, almost loses his life for it. Okay, Alpha. Blink and you miss it. The head popped of Sayf, and a nice shot from Runner in the corner, keeping things even at least for now. Still plenty still to find, and Runner still thriving. It's now left all onto Chronicle. Now both players' positions are noted. He's actually going to double right back into the Cypher utility. Manages to get past the player, but will be slowed down. Gives all the information away. However, he's still going to have his opportunity to try and clutch this one out.
Well, I saw him just a second ago. Taking out the reveal. They'll know that he was tapping it the first time, the second, but maybe not the third. Nice reaction from Chronicle. A quick kill and a swing to close it out.
The wall. Hot flash to help out Derke, but he's also going to be suppressed, so no ability to dash. Sayf getting up close, ready to try and go through this, waiting on the other side with Chronicle, but they don't realize that Derke has already crossed. A bit of a misplay. Caught out because of it. The side currently being defended by a Runner. He's going to have to do some serious work. Does have a trip from his teammate to try and help him out, but the plant isn't going to be denied, and he just about takes Derke.
Does well to find that. They haven't stepped in the trip, but they've seen it. So that's going to be destroyed. No free kills on the wall bangs, unfortunately, this time around. And Kicks is trying the same. Alpha does well. Oh, he sees the tip of the bow. He wants to break that string, but instead it's Destrian swinging out to punish. He's traded. The numbers stay to Fnatic, and Leo hasn't yet been spotted or rooted from this corner. He's oh no, that's a terrible time to take your knife out. A misclick surely, and a mistake even more surely. Chronicle, last man alive, 1 HP on Kicks, and it's done. It's safe. It would be even worse if he was just crouched, ready to spam in the normal spot. Knife going through, a little bit too late. Derke has already crossed. He's in the corner. Runner, though, has managed to find himself a safe hole to fight from. Never mind. He stepped into Derke's crosshair, and he won't live to regret it. Neither will Sayf with another clean click. Derke's on for an ace. Already 3 kills. Picks up close. Odin coming around the corner. He doesn't miss those shots. 4 now, and a 5th right there.
Derke go kill still exists for a round.
Man, Kix is fuming that he's mid
this
with
is a
an
fake. This is a lockdown fake. They've thrown it in, but they're actually going up mid. It will clear the side. He's in the right position. Again, I don't really know how some of these players are alive. And Chronicle peeks into the Odin spray and still survives.
Yeah, I mean, they had flashed before, but what a time to go swinging. FNATIC on their way to site. Spams aren't hitting. Derke's up close, 50 HP. Right click, and it's runner down. Man advantage now for them, but Derke can't get far. He's stuck up on the stairs. Now the info's there to play with, hat on the body. They know exactly where they're hiding, no abilities to play with, but they've already gotten the one-way smoke out. It narrows the angles from which Vitality can approach. They don't want to go sprinting into that and give Boaster a free kill. Flash to play on the right side, but Sayf's caught. Boaster's swung in. He's played aggressive, and the reward is there. A tap on from ceNder only baits Boaster into the angle.